About 20 years ago, I decided to create a program to train teacher leaders to coach others to improve teaching and learning. And that peer coaching program is now in 48 countries around the world.
Okay, and it's called Peer Ed, right?
The company is called Peer Ed, and the training is just peer coaching training.
Okay. And how is that helping you and others?
Well, we asked teachers who you'd look to for professional learning assistance, and they never said, well, I'd like to drive across town to a workshop after school. They always said, I'd really look to somebody that I know and trust, somebody who's just down the hall when I need him. That's another teacher leader. And so we basically created a program to train those teacher leaders to give them the skills to be better at coaching their peers.
Okay. And Caroline Anderson,
yes.
You're a principal in Linköping.
Yes.
How are you working with educating your teachers?
We have two kinds of planning for that. One planning is that every teacher wants something to learn, and they can ask me, and they can go on a course education, and then that gives a specific moment there, right? They learn something for themselves, but that is nothing comparing with learning from each other, because learning from each other, that is something that the whole school will learn, and we need to learn together. So then we have groups once a week where we have teachers that have mentoring coaching as an education. So they coach other teachers in a way. So that is the most successful way of learning from each other, I think. Instead of going on a course on something, on a conference, and then you bring it home and it stays with yourself in a way. So
you probably find that teachers say, I love learning with and from my peers, and the quality of learning is much stronger as a result.
What do you say, what are the biggest advantages in this kind of learning?
Well, you get ongoing collaboration. So you rarely learn something and then able to implement it successfully in the first try. Sometimes this learning is an iterative process when you're applying it. So you might try something with your kids, and then you go back to the peer you're working with and say, here's what I tried, here's what worked, here's what didn't. You talk for a while, and you have a new approach to try it again and make it even more effective the next time. So that ongoing collaboration is absolutely critical.
What do you see?
And I have seen that the self-esteem in teachers, they even grow more and more because they feel that I have a knowledge about this already, but I need to get help from another teacher to find it. So you have it in yourself, but you need to put words on it to be more secure in a way. So I think we have so much knowledge already, but we need to be more effective and work together.
I think you're absolutely right. The whole process honors teachers, what they've learned and their experiences, and asks them to draw on that as the basis to further improve what they're doing in the classroom.
Instead of saying that you need to go and learn something, you need to go away and learn something, that is already, you start from the bottom. So
yeah, I mean, we found from the research that if you go someplace to learn something, at best it informs your teaching practice. But if you want to change your teaching practice, it has to happen in the context where you work with peers. So this kind of learning in the school, I think we're finding, is what really changes teacher practice.
Is it going to be more common in the future? The world changes so fast, and is this a way to, solve with that, you think?
Yes, I think maybe it's the only way we will learn in a way, because we have the knowledge in the media, we can get new input, and then we can discuss it and we can learn together. So I think maybe that's the way we will work with teacher education forward.
We're seeing it become more and more common in schools around the world. And the other thing that we're seeing is 20 years ago when we started, we had to rely on what teachers told us about who they'd look to and the kind of learning they want. But now there's a lot of research that's available that demonstrates the efficacy, the power of teachers collaborating and coaches working with teachers. And in fact, a year ago, there was a research study that came out of the 7 qualities of highly effective professional learning, and coaching was one of those 7. So I think we'll continue to see it grow.
Okay, Les and Caroline, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.